Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a weekly message for Earth signs. So if you are a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this message may be for you for the week of April 8th through the 14th. Keep in mind it's general, so it may not all be for you. Keep the pieces that you feel are for you, that touch your soul. Disregard the best. Disregard the rest. Keep the best, but disregard the rest, and know that no matter what messages we get from Spirit or the cards today, it's still up to you and your active free will and the choices you make and the steps you take. And what is your revolution? What are you trying to get? What's your ultimate fulfillment, and how do you get there? That stuff's up to you, and that's personal freedom, right? That is awesome. So I'm just going to take a minute, grab my wand here, to call in my team of light and to ask Archangel Michael to join me to guard, guide, bless, and protect this reading, as well as any of you who would ask for it. And just know, if you want your angels or your guides in your life, guys, all you need to do is ask, and just ask that they be of the light and for your highest good, and be discerning as well with the energies you encounter. So I am also just going to say, guys, that I'm going to ask these guys to use me as the clearest channel for you guys, okay? So if you've been with me for a while, thank you for returning. It means the world, and I love you all. And if you're new to my channel, at the end, if I touch your soul in some way, you feel this resonates, please feel free to subscribe. Join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy on a more often. And just, if you don't, that's fine too. Thanks for being here. Okay, I ask you to keep an open mind and open heart, and let's get into the cards. I'm going to come in with tarot straight away. So let's go here. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for the week of April 8th through the 14th. What is the overarching energy that you have to offer today, Spirit? Just overarching energy of the week ahead for anyone watching. Woo! The Nine of Swords here. Okay, and this is often the Nightmare card. And underneath you have Magician. And the Eight of Wands in the reverse with the Ten of Swords. And the Lovers, okay? So, the situation. This week you could have a little bit of worry. But on the Magician here, it's like manifesting. You manifest what you want to see. So let's see, what is the Magician? Ten of Wands. Trying to move past the past and the dust clouds and the fog. And I was going to say move on to a brighter future, and we get the King of Swords coming to clarity. And this is if moving on to a brighter future. If you're moving past the Nine of Swords energy, this is nightmare. This is being unable to sleep. I'm hearing choked up, okay? Not being able to speak. So unable to sleep, unable to speak, holding your head, and in despair, head hurts, no clarity of thought, right? Just not able to move. And then you've got the Magician here, standing in this beautiful place of power. And holding the cup and the chalice, standing between, the fire, the 1111, standing on his personal pentacle, the infinity symbol above him, the swords, cups, pentacles, flames. This guy is balanced and he's got it all. And I'm feeling like you have the power to push through the stuff that's been hard for you. Okay, you have the power to still walk away from everything, holding your torch or holding your flame to light your own way. And this is owning your thoughts and owning the power. And I feel like when we get stuck in nightmare mode and we don't know which way to go and we don't know what to do and we can't sleep and we get anxiety, a lot of the times we sometimes create that for ourselves. Getting the Swords energy, this is mental space, communication space, right? This is a lot of times in your head. You be careful and mindful of the situations you play out in your head and what you're creating, because I feel like this situation you're wanting to move through. With the Magician here and the Ten of Wands, it's like wanting to bring a completion to burden, wanting to take the next step into the new and into the unknown, because the 10 rounds out to a 1. It's completion, and it's a jump into a brand new beginning, because every time something ends, it's a brand new beginning, right? I closed my eyes, I went to sleep, I stopped having these nightmares, and I think this was in the air signs as well, but guys, it might be sleep music, healing sleep frequency to help you remove yourself of that, but I'm hearing self-doubt. Remove any of those toxic self-discussions, okay? Those belief systems that when you're happy, or what are they? Defense mechanisms that, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. No, okay? No. Get out of that. Move past that hardship, okay? And remember that your thoughts are so powerful. Your brain is so powerful, and you really are magnetically attracting the things that are meant for you in this world and that are going to match your vibration. You probably don't want to keep walking in hard times. And this comes with this King of Swords, this clear mind, this matured mind as well. And holding the book in his hand, it's like logic, okay? Use your logic in this situation. Tell me, Nine of Swords. This was going to come off with the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is 7 of Wands and the Star. What has had you, or could be if you've resonated, okay, but one of the things that could have you stuck in the Nine of Swords energy is feeling like this is both wands, okay, so feeling like you're in a competition, feeling like you're unable to move. There's mountains behind her, though. There is strength. And 7s, it's like, yeah, why do they want her, though? Okay, why is there competition? Why is there strife? Why are they watching what you're doing? Why are they all up in your business? What do you have? What is it that you have? Okay? Because that's your star. Remember, when people are mean to you for no reason, okay, just take what resonates, but that's what I was hearing. Or if people are causing undue stress in your world, or causing havoc, or causing situations, whatever this is you're trying to get rid of, okay, because you want to walk away from it. The Nine of Swords, and I asked about it, you had the 7 of Swords. This is conflict, hurdles, things that slow you down, that get in your way. It's like, that's been hard. It's like, to get out of the Nine of Swords, we really need to bring healing. But this is also knowing that potentially you felt like there's competition for your wish. And that it's like the healing that needs to be done here as well. 3 of Wands is it. Tell me about the Star Spirit. I feel like the Star is the healing, and she holds this wish in her hand to be able to sit up there and kind of see everything. The 8 of Cups, knowing what to keep and knowing what to get rid of, right? Healing your heart. We have the 7 of Swords, and this is often something been stolen or something taken. The Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups. So there could have been with this situation, I'm just hearing lies are also, but there's 2 7s. Okay, very spiritual number as well, because it takes a lot of spiritual strength to see through the lies, see through the deception. And this is also not just see through lies and deception, but making choices for yourself. The golden arches up here, she's holding 5, there's 2 here, and it's making the choices on which you keep and what you let go of, what burdens, which thoughts do you hold on to, and what other ones you just say, you know what, they're out of my reach, they're not worth getting, they're not mine. Keep in mind what swords and what battles you're fighting in your mind, what battles you're fighting outside of yourself with other people, and I feel like there could be a lot of other people. I'm here, okay, In the zombie tarot, the Seven of Cups is this woman's head, and in there's all these other talking around her, right? Gossip into what would stop you from moving forward to get your wish fulfillment. What would give you the nightmares to get to what you want? What is this hardship, right? What is this stuff you're trying to walk away from? What are these dust clouds, okay? If that resonates, but there is a fog. In both of these, there's a fog underfoot. There is deception in the air. Not everything is always as it seems, and it's like you want to get out of there. That's not where you want to be anymore. And I'm even seeing, like with the Seven of Wands, there's fog at the bottom here too. Not just because it is the mountains, but because there's unclear air. Okay, that's kind of what I'm hearing. And the clouds as well with the Eight of Pentacles. This may be where the work is. And the Wheel of Fortune came out, where the change needs to be coming in. Might be from the air. Literally, guys, the Nine of Swords is air. And it's our mental space, our nightmares. Seeing through, I heard there's cold calculation. Seeing through illusion, lies, deception, and some of this stuff might have been cold calculation. It might have been, this was in the reverse, but might have been stuff that you've been potentially working through cycles of the same kind of pattern. Take what resonates, just giving you what Spirit's given me. But it's like with this cold calculation, there's calculations in the bottom here of, I'm not even sure because I'm not great at this. But it's like Spirit and the universe and the stars, when they align, they know. Things are set in time, and everything happens in divine timing, divine order, and all your struggles, all your conflicts. You got 2 8s, so 2 7s, 2 8s. Okay? That's progression. That's change. There is change in your midst. Once we heal the nightmare head, okay? Like, there's a peaceful picture hanging above the bed. This person does not look peaceful. Remember how important your thoughts are? Getting this clarity is going to come from healing. And the more you heal, the more you start to see even some of the conflicts that you could have had, the illusion that why they were there. What were they there to teach you? And it takes personal strength and healing to see past that illusion. Once you see past that illusion, that cycle ends, baby, and it is, the world's your oyster. It's at your hands. This is where, what was the other one that came in? So you've got the Three of Swords. In this whole thing, there's a lot of matters of the heart, even though up top it looks like it's all in your head. It's all a headspace issue, a mental space. But when we're in a nightmare and we're feeling like we're being pushed in different directions, or other people are at our feet, the clarity here needs to come from, first and foremost, absolutely loving yourself enough to pursue your Two of Cups, no matter the fog. There might be a little distrust with this Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands. There could be a little bit of trust issues as well, just with the Nine of Swords, because, working through this, there's been some deceptions. There's been some cold, calculated actions and movements, I feel like. And some people flat out trying to block your movements here. And the healing here is you stepping into your personal power, saying, I've learned that I don't need to get emotional fulfillment from anybody else. I'm strong. I got this. I put the work into myself. I'm healing. And yeah, heart's been broken. Who hasn't? But if you keep yourself in this broken heart. It just perpetuates a nightmare. It could also be that there's a time, there's something this could have been passed to. I'm just saying that this energy you thought was the be-all and the end-all. You thought it was the most precious and special relationship, but it brought you heartbreak. And I'm hearing, like, if that is one of the cases, learn the lessons. What can you learn? How can you build off that? What was meant to stay and to keep, and what was meant to toss? And then the Three of Cups at the bottom is what brings you happiness? What brings you fulfillment? And the Five of Swords in the reverse is moving past the conflict, okay? And the Five of Swords in the reverse is awesome because it's essentially the same thing here, is removing yourself from mental conflict. And this is clarity with the King of Swords, okay? Mercury retrograde may have stirred some stuff up for you. It may have brought some illusions and shadow aspects out into the open, but I'm feeling like there's a couple situations, because I just heard divine path as well. So this is knowing your alchemy and knowing your potential, knowing what you have to offer, knowing your power, my friends, so that when next time you offer this cup to someone else, you're not offering it to someone who is not taking it seriously. And I'm feeling like the lessons that needed to be learned around this heartbreak, they were probably pretty important. Heartbreak is okay. It's one of those things that teach us some of the most valuable lessons, because there are certain lessons that we need to learn that require pain. And that's not very nice to think about, I guess. But it's like you wouldn't fully understand or grasp the value of what you have in front of you always until you know what it's like to be without. So, wheel changing. Turn the tables. It's your time. No more nightmares, no more worrying, no more fear. The Nine of Swords to the Ten of Wands to the King of Swords. Being the king of your mental space, having clarity, healing your mind, maybe after heartbreak, and removing yourself from any lies and deception that you may have told yourself or others have told you, any manipulation, any struggle that has been imposed for other people to act as a block. Use these eights, and this is, like 3 8s. The infinity at the top of the Magician, and then these 2 8s, and that's like a triple vibration 8. That's got to be important. I saw 444 like 2 days in a row, and I've been seeing a lot of triple numbers as well. The universe may be bringing a lot of codes, a lot of light codes in, and I feel like this is a perfect time to harness in the things that make you happy. While your mind is clear, this is the place where you're getting out of the lies and the struggle. Okay, this crap that kept you in this energy, this nightmare energy, removing that, seeing above the fog, right? Fog's low lying, it's just mist, it's steam. It's like somebody talking, right? Just too much, where it's just, you can't get away from it. It's all underfoot. Removing yourself, oh my gosh, wrong way, but removing yourself, right, from this fog, and I'm hearing deception, anything that was deceptive. And if it's been your energy potentially as well, that this is why you're stuck, because the deception's been from your part, from others person's part, however it is, I'm hearing ask forgiveness, come to the world with forgiveness. And if you give yourself first and foremost forgiveness, that maybe your mental space wasn't as clear at the time, your thoughts clear now, Okay. Move forward in love. Give yourself a hug back then. Say, honey, I'm sorry it wasn't worth it. You know, your course of action, you want to choose this differently, and give yourself permission right there and then that you forgive yourself back then. And if other people are involved, make it right however you see it fit, is how I'm hearing. But this is more about offering love for yourself so that when you are with another or bond with someone else, it's alchemical and it's in balance, okay? Because there are relationships, passionate relationships, that do heal you, that are the yin to your yang. And this is sticking to me as I'm saying that. But put the work in, learn the lessons, know the calculations, okay? That sometimes it means adding and removing different variables. And that oftentimes as well, you may have the same calculation, but the algebra, the X may mean something completely different for however that means. But it is definitely a time to heal, to take on your powerful force and offer your love to the world in the way that you can, the way that you feel fit, and bring yourself joy. Remove yourself from struggle. I'm going to bring in an Archangel Gabriel. I talked a long time with just tarot, but Spirit, thank you. Perfectionism and deserving. My God, you are so deserving of love. You, like all God's children, deserve happiness, health, and love. Take it. And perfectionism. Polishing your creative project is fine, but don't allow perfectionist fear to result in procrastination. You don't want to have